Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get into my lesson, I want to start off giving our praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakaf, Kodash, double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and Shalom to the Akim, the brothers that's on the highways and byways in the ministry, the fellow laborers in this faith, man, in all truth and sincerity. Shalom to the Akim, the brother, Shaquat Gabar from the Great Millstone Charlotte camp, coming at you with another lesson, a quick, breakdown, and a message to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, man. The Lord, who the word English called Jesus Christ, which is his name in the Paleo Hebrew, Yahweh Shai, only died for the nation of Israel, man, starting off with the elect, man, and no other nation, man. But basically, I'm going to just get into a quick breakdown going into Matthew, Matthew the 25th chapter, man. Going into how the Lord, used parables of dark sayings, symbols, how men of the Lord supposed to be, in the faith, man, doing the work of the Lord, having faith in Yahweh Shai, and, carrying yourself as a servant of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. And like I say, doing the work, taking heed to the signs, knowing the prophecies, man, knowing that, the signs that the Lord stated in the scriptures, showing that his time in the last days that he's going to return to deliver the nation of Israel is going to be very soon, man. Because that's what we're living out today, man. Prophecy, man. World War III, the fall of America, which is Babylon the Great, thermonuclear fire, raining on America, which is in the scriptures, man. The nation of Israel being risen up to their true nationality, their true heritage, knowing their true power, man. Knowing who their enemies are, which is the so-called white man and the rest of these heathen nations, man. So basically, I was just going to get into a quick chapter breakdown, man. Matthew, the 25th chapter. This is Matthew, chapter 25, verse 1. Then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. So these 10 virgins, man, represent men in this truth, man. Represent those that are supposed to, come back to the Lord, believe on the Lord, and doing the work, man, or waiting on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, and having faith. They say, and 5 of them was wise, and 5 were foolish. So you have 5 virgins, was wise, and 5 of them was foolish, man, representing the men in the truth, man. You have some men that's wise, man, and some of these men that calling themselves Israelites, these false prophets, man, pretending that they know the truth, or pretending or think that they know the truth, man, but they're foolish, man. Because the 5 that were wise are the men that's in this faith, man, that is wise, man, was going to be what, man? Looking for the return of Yahweh Shai, looking for the destruction of America, looking for the elect being sealed, looking for the so-called white man to go down, knowing the scriptures and the prophecy, the proper breakdowns of the scriptures, man. And the foolish ones are not going to be like in that spirit, man. They're going to be in the spirit of saving everybody, not knowing the name of the Lord. Even though they call themselves Israelites, but they say they don't know the name of the Lord, or the name of the Lord doesn't matter. The prophecies doesn't matter. America is not going to be destroyed. Those are the foolish virgins, man. Verse 3, and they that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them. So basically, they call themselves the foolish Israelites, man. Or these men that calling themselves Israelites. They have on the garments. They go out there and, say that they're Israelites, man. But they have no oil, man. Meaning the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man. The true breakdowns of the scriptures, man. Like I say, man, they saying that the RFID chip is not the mark of the beast. The Lord name doesn't matter. You got to keep all the laws. You got to accept Esau, as your friend, or thinking Esau can make it, or the rest of these heathen nations that can make it and go into the kingdom of heaven with the nation of Israel. They have no oil, man. Because those things that he's teaching is contrary to the doctrine, man. Contrary to, what the scriptures said, man. Because the scriptures say Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, is not going to make it. But him and his whole nation, man, the whole nation of Edom, the whole nation of you so-called white people are going into slavery, man. Right along with the Africans, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese, the East Indians, the Hawaiian, the Samoan, because all those nations are heathens, man. It say, but the wise took oil in a vessel and with their lamps, and the wise took the oil, man, meaning the elect, man, and those that are praying that they are the hopeful elect, man. Those that had the oil, meaning know the name of the Lord, which is Yahweh, and his son named Yahweh Shai, knowing the destruction of America, knowing it's going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire in this up-and-coming World War III, knowing that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, and you're not supposed to take it, man. Because those that take it is going to be destroyed in the thermonuclear fire, man, the missiles. Knowing that the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect. All that is the right oil that men here, mainly at Great Millstone, and those that in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, supposed to have that oil, man, the trimming lamp, man. Mean your mind. The lamp represents your mind. Verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. So, when the time when Yahweh Shai went back into the spiritual realm after he died and was crucified and was risen up, and the angels came and brought him in the, beam him up into the so-called UFO and chariot. He said he was going to come back, man. So it tarried while we was slept in slumber, meaning while we was down over a period of years, man, 2,000 years from now ago, man. When the Lord went up into the spiritual realm, what happened to us while we slumber and slept, man, because we lost our nationality. We lost the true name of our power, man. We lost our inheritance. We was put put out of our land, Israel, man. So we slumber and slept, man. But to the bridegroom, meaning Yahweh Shai, come, man. And now the Lord is waking the elect up, man. Those wise virgins, man, that represent the men of the Lord coming back to Yahweh Shem Shai. Verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom come, go ye out to meet him. So, at midnight meaning at the high time of the day, man. And the high time meaning in the high times of these prophecies being fulfilled, man. Knowing that America is about to fall, knowing that Yahweh Shai is going to return, knowing that the nation of Israel, the Lord is only dealing with the nation of Israel, starting off with the elect, man. Because that is the high time, man. Knowing that all hell is about to break loose, man. Concentration camps about to be opening up, man. Martial law about to be implemented, man. Famine, with no food, water, all type of destruction and chaos about to happen, man. That was it's the high time, to wake out of sleep, man. As the scriptures said, man. And come back to the power of Israel, man. If you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, man. And those that Negro, Latino, and Native American descent on the father's side, man, the confused faces, man. So it's that midnight, man, when the cry is being called, man, by the men on the highways and byways, pushing the truth, man, the Israelites, man, starting off mainly with Great Millstone, man, from the apostles and elders on down. And the scripture say, verse 6, and at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. And that what we doing. We go out there on the highways and byways, man. We praying that the Lord deliver us, man, when he come back, man. And deliver us by the so-called UFOs, the chariots, man, from the destruction of America before the missiles destroy America, man. Now that's what you mean going out there to meet him, man. Because we want to meet the Lord in the air, man. We want to be delivered by Yahweh Shai and the angels, man. But only the elect is going to be delivered. Verse 7. Then all those virgins arise and trim their lamps. And the foolish say unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are gone out. So the foolish men that's in this faith, man, their lamps went out, man. Meaning the Lord took that understanding from them, man. Those that thinking that this a game, man, not taking the Israelites or not taking the scriptures seriously, man, just using it as vain glory, you know, filthy lucre's sake, man, to gain money and attention, man. You know, their oil ran out, man, and the Lord is going to destroy them for that, man. And they say, and the foolish say unto the wise, give us your oil, for our lamps are going out. And then when they're going to be seeking the true men of the Lord, man, the ones who had the oil, man, the ones who had the wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and with the, in the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Verse 9. But the wise answer, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. So the wise man gonna be like, nah, man. You know, you got to get it on your own, man. Because the scripture say, work out thy own salvation with fear and trembling, man. And so even though we tell those people, you know, rebuke them, those that going off, those, especially those that are supposed to be of the circumcision, man, we tell them they going off in the doctrine, man. You know, from the apostles and elders on down from Great Millstone, man. And brothers in the faith, man. And in the truth of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man, we rebuke those other Israelite camps, man. You know, showing them and proving them that they're going off in the doctrine, man. But if they're not taking heed, man, you know, it's going to be on their hand, man. Their blood is going to be on their own hand, man. And they're going to have to face judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And they say, but the wise answer, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy it for yourself. So basically, you know, they got to go out there and trying to fight it on their own, man. You know, those that, you know, that the Lord might have the spirit on brothers, you know, to go out there, you know, and be out there, and if they don't receive it and don't take heed, the judgment is going to be on them, man, because they was warned, man, by the true men of the Lord. Verse 10, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with him to the marriage, and the door was shut. So why they going to be out there trying to seek for the answers, man? You know, trying to look for the way out of the circumstances that they in, when all hell breaks loose, man, because you're going to have a lot of our people that don't believe, even though they hear this word, man, or taking the word as a light thing. When all hell breaks loose, that they go out there to seek, you know, answers and try to, you know, find a way to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Then when Yahweh Shah is going to return, man, then when he's going to bring all hell upon them, and then when he's going to come back and deliver the elect, man. And once the elect be delivered, man, those that didn't take heed or took this thing as a light thing, man, take the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua as a joke, they're going to be left behind, man. That's why I say the doors were shut, man. Because once the Lord delivered the elect, man, those who he wanted, man, those that had the faith in him and truth and sincerity, the rest of Israel, 2/3 of the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, going to be destroyed, man, by the thermonuclear fire and by the judgment or the wrath that the Lord is going to bring upon America and throughout the earth. This is verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgin, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know ye not. So the Lord going to reject them in that day, man. Them foolish, them 5 foolish virgins represent the 5 foolish men that's supposed to be in this space, man. They're supposed to be teaching the word, man. You know, but they rejecting the Lord, saying how they don't know the Lord. You know, they just using the Israelite thing as a movement of gain, you know, popularity, you know, money, you know, the vain glory. So when all hell break loose and the Lord actually come back and deliver the elect, those that had the faith and truth and sincerity, man, but those that was playing around and wasn't taking the words of the Lord or the prophecies or the judgment of the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for granted, or taking it for granted, or taking it as a light thing, man, they're going to be destroyed, man. The Lord is going to say he never knew them, man. You know, he's going to reject them, man. They're going to be destroyed in the judgment. Verse 13. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour when the Son of Man cometh. So you got to be on point, man, on your watch, man. Looking at the prophecies, man. Stand in the scriptures, man. going out there doing the work, man, putting up the videos, man. Because we know not when the Lord is going to bring this place down, man. Anytime, man, America is on the verge of collapsing, man. Anytime all hell can break loose, man. And you being an Israelite, being in the faith of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, you're supposed to be watching, man. Not like these false Israelite camps that putting the day of the Lord off, man, saying that the kingdom of heaven or the kingdom is not going to come, saying that the kingdom is have to be built up on this side, man. We're going to be in America for another 5 or 10 years, man. Want to prosper here in America, not looking for Yahweh Shai return, man. You know, but men like us, man, mainly the men of great millstone and brothers in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, we're supposed to be on our watch, man, and hasted and looking for the return of Yahweh Shai, man, to bring this place down and deliver the elect, man. Verse 14. For the kingdom of heaven is a man traveling into a far country, who call his own servants and deliver unto him his goods. So this is another parable Yahweh Shah going into about the kingdom, man. You know, and the Lord say a far country, meaning the Lord went away when he went back into the spiritual realm. You know, he gave his servants this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, which represent the goods to go out there and sell, man, meaning to go out there and preach the word, man. And those that buy, meaning those that listen to this word, be drafted in, and become part of that hopeful elect, man. You know, to return to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This is what this parable going into, man. How the Lord gave his men talents, and you know, to go out there to preach this word, man. Meaning he gave his men wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to go out there and preach the word amongst the world, man, to gather in the elect amongst the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is verse 15. And go one, and unto one, Salaki, and unto one, he said, give 5 talents, to another 2, and to another 1. So these talents represent the measurement of the understanding that the Lord gave unto certain men. You know, he gave men more. He gave men, you know, some than more. And he gave men, you know, a little bit, man. But it's up to that person through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. No matter how many talents you got, understanding you have, man, you're supposed to, you know, increase it and do what you got to do with it to the best of your ability, man, to prove to the Lord that you're a man of the Lord and that you doing this work, man, and having faith by doing this work, man, increasing your spiritual investment, you know, increasing your spiritual understanding and you know, your liberty to, you know, to go out there and preach the word so the Lord can have mercy upon you and deliver you, man, when all hell breaks loose, man, you know, in the time of Jacob's trouble. And in verse 15, to every man, I'll start off back at the at 15, verse 15. And unto one he gave 5 talents, to another 2, and to other 1, to another 1, to every man according to his servant ability, and straightway took his journey. So the Lord left and gave us this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, until he come back. You know, he told us to be occupied, man, in prophecies, man. Go out there and preach this word, man. Putting up the videos, man. You know, being brotherly love, keeping the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability, man. That what the Lord left for us to do, man, through the word, man, until he come back and bring salvation to the nation of Israel, man, the elect, man. And that's what we want to do, man. We want to be on the Lord's good side, man, not the side of his judgment. Like 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans is going to be judged, man, for all the wickedness and your non-believing and not coming back to the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, which is your power, man, the power of Israel. And it say verse 16. Then he that had received the 5 talents went and traded with the same, and made them other 5 talents. So, you know, the one that had 5 talents, man, he flipped it, man. You know, meaning he had this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. He increased it, man, by studying, putting up videos, man, going out there on the highways and byways, man, being brotherly love, man, doing the right thing that he's supposed to do, what the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua command him to do, man. Going out there and doing the work, man, doing the commandment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 17. And likewise, he that had received 2, he also gained other 2. So, you had another brother that go out there, might not know as much as the brother that have more experience than him and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through the scriptures. But whatever he had, man, he went out there and basically he gained more, man. He gained, two more, meaning 2 talents, meaning he gained more understanding than what he had before, man. Because he believed, he trying to the best of ability, man. To doing the videos to the best of his ability, man. Going out there on the highways and byways when they need to be. Being brotherly in love, man. Having faith in Yahweh Shai, Verse 18. But he that had received 1 went and dig in the earth and hid his Lord's money. So the one that have a little bit of understanding, that the Lord gave him, instead of he increasing it and then gaining more, faith and gaining more spiritual blessing, gaining more understanding in the scriptures, man. He went to go hid it, man. He put the Lord, basically the Lord, the wisdom knowledge that the Lord gave him, the little bit that he gave, instead of he increased it, he hid it, man. Meaning he didn't went out there to teach, man. He didn't put up many videos. He didn't study, read. Once they heard that there was an Israelite, man. Because once you hear that you're an Israelite, man, one of the main things you want to do is increase your spiritual learning, man. How can I, better myself in the sense I know I'm an Israelite and the Lord acquired the Israelites to be righteous? How shall I, carry myself now, man? Not that, once you hear the truth, yeah, I know I'm an Israelite, but I'm going to still eat pork. I know I'm an Israelite, but, I ain't going to go out there on the highways and byways. I know the Lord, said I'm an Israelite, and he chose me to be for the nation of Israel, but I ain't care. I'm going to still commit adultery, man. I'm going to still, do the worldly things of this world, man. Follow holidays, man. Because you have a lot of people that know that they're Israelites, man, but they don't, have faith in the true doctrine, man, in the spirit, man. They just going by and they know that they're Israelite and that's okay, man. They don't go by what the Lord Yahweh shall require of us of being an Israelite, man. Keeping the law, statute, commandments. Keeping the high holy days. Having faith and believing on the name Yahweh and the Son name Yahweh Shai. Looking for the destruction of this place and looking for the return of Yahweh Shai, man. Looking for the kingdom, man. So those like that, man, they hid the talent, man. Those that's not looking for the day of the Lord or looking for the prophecies of Yahweh Shai to be fulfilled, man. They hid their talent. Hid the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding once they heard it, man. Throw it off to the side, man. This is verse 19. And after a long time, the Lord of those servants came and reckoned with them. So this when the Lord gonna come back, man. And set righteous judgment or judgment. Set the judgment right is who he's gonna deliver and who he's gonna deliver for doing the work, having faith, and who he's not gonna deliver for not doing the work and not having the faith, man. Not believing it in his son Yahweh Shai, or not believing in the return of Yahweh Shai. This is what the Lord is saying. And verse 20, and so he that had received 5 talents came and brought another 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I had gained beside them 5 talents more. So this, this servant increased himself more, man. Why he was, when the Lord gave him the understanding, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. He did, what he had to do with it, man. And to better himself, man. To become, increase himself in being a righteous man, man. Increase his faith, his spiritual understanding, and this is what the Lord is going to say to this man. And verse 20. Behold, I had gained beside them 5 talents more, and his Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So the Lord is going to, basically give him the kingdom of heaven, man. He's going to receive salvation. He's going to receive being one of the kings of the elect, man. Being under Yahweh Shai, man. And the devil, the man had, that servant had got blessed with, man, because he held on to the faith, increased his faith, man. Didn't went backwards, didn't stand still, wasn't doubtful, man. but went out there to the highways and byways and did the things that the Lord commanded his servant to do, man. And for that, man, he's going to enter into the kingdom, man, and have salvation when Yahushua delivered those men that stood fast and stood in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and do unto the end. Verse 22. And he also that had received 2 talents came and said, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 2 talents. Behold, I had gained 2 other talents besides them. So you had this brother, that only had a little bit of understanding, man, but he increased whatever he had, man. A little bit of understanding he had, he increased it and better himself, man. And still went out there to do the work, man. Put up the shows, having faith in Yahweh Shah. Basically, still been doing the same thing as another brother that had more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding in the scriptures, man. But he still held fast, man, and did what he had to do, man. Kept the faith. Whatever scriptures he knew, he broke them down, and the scripture that he, highly probably didn't know, he still studied them, still read, still, looking for the times of the Lord return, man. So basically, he's still on doing the will of the Lord, man, and having faith in in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, having faith in the Lord during the time, man, while the Lord was putting him out there, to handle his business. This is verse 22. And I gained 2 other talents besides them. And his Lord said unto him, Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of thy Lord. So that he's going to get salvation, man. He's going to be delivered, man. Verse 24. Then he which had received the 1 talent came and said, Lord, I knew that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not stored. So this man, the one that had the 1 talent, man, and hid the talent, hid the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Because he heard about the scriptures, man. Even though he believed that he an Israelite, but he didn't believe on the other parts of the scripture, man. Didn't take heed to the destruction of America. Didn't take heed that Yahweh Shah is going to destroy America. Didn't take heed that Yahweh Shah is only coming back to save the elect. So you have to be faithful and true, man, and pray to the Lord that you part that elect, man. But he didn't take heed to that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. He hid it, man. He shoved the day of the Lord and the return of Yahweh Shah off, man. And this is what's going to happen to him, man. Verse 25, and I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. And the Lord answered, said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather have not steward. So, this man, he was out there in the world, man. The Lord doesn't take pleasure in the world, man, or the wickedness of this world. But he, knew that he was Israelite, was warned, man. He became slothful, man. Didn't want to do the work of the Lord. I'm an Israelite. I know that, but I ain't going out there on the highways and byways, man. I ain't trying to ruin my reputation, man. I ain't trying to, be seen at my people of my job, man. What my girl gonna say, man? She might kick me out if she see me doing this, man. I might call her a terrorist, man. I don't want to do that, man. Yeah, I'll accept that I'm an Israelite, but I ain't doing the part of going out there on the highways and byways or putting up videos, man. So that what that servant did, man. That he had this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And this what gonna happen to him, man. Verse 27. Thou oughtest therefore to have put my money to the exchanger, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. So basically, man, you supposed to have take this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and increase it, man. But the one with the 1 talent, man, the slothful servant, he did it, man. He hid it, man. And the Lord is going to be upset with those that once knew this word or know the word and not doing the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. But being a hypocrite, man, pretending that they're Israelite and doing all type of wickedness, man, not being righteousness. Verse verse 28. Take thou therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which had 10 talents. For unto every one that hath shall be given, and he shall have abundance. So the Lord, the wisdom that the Lord, that dude had, the man with the 1 talent had, the Lord took it from him, man, because he wasn't using it for his good, man. And he gave it to the men that was doing the will of the Lord, man. That had faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So the Lord increased them even more, man. Verse 29. For unto everyone that has shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that have not shall be taken away even that which he have. So, even a little bit of understanding that these dudes have, but if they not, trying to increase it or better themselves in the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shah or in the faith, the Lord is going to take it from them, man, and give it to those that, that's basically those that, that's about pleasing and serving Yahweh Shema Shah, man. Verse 30. And cast ye the unprofitable servant into outer darkness, they shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So basically, the Lord going to have them in that confused state, man. They're going to get caught up into the times of Jacob trouble, man. Get caught up into the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Verse 31. And when the Son of Man came into his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory, and before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. So this is going into, when Yahweh shall return with the host of angels by the so-called UFOs, the chariots, man, meaning he's going to gather all nations, and then what he's going to do is separate the sheep from the goats, man. Meaning, the Lord's going to, the nations, all the nations that he's going to gather is the nation of Israel, man. And the sheep represent the elect, and the goats represent the 2/3 and these other nations, man, the heathen nations, because 2/3 of our people are in the heathenistic mindset, man, following the ways of the so-called white man, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Japanese. So the Lord look at them as goat, man, and look at the elect as sheep, man. Verse and when the Son of Man shall come in, Salaki, verse 32, and before him shall be gathered all nations, he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divided his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on the right hand, Come ye blessed of my Father, enter the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. So his sheep, those that those that of the elect of the nation of Israel, man, the Lord said, enter into the kingdom, man. Because the elect is doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Verse 35. For I was hungry, and you gave me meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. Naked, you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee hunger and fed thee, or thirst and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger and took thee in, or naked and clothed thee? Or when saw we the sick or in prison and came unto thee? And the Lord shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, as much as you had done it unto one of the least of my brethren, you had done it to me. So basically, man, the Lord saying, being brotherly in love, man, doing the right thing, man, going out there on the highways and byways, helping your brothers out, man. When they're in a jam, man, when they, need food, need something to drink, need a shelter, when they have a home, when they don't have a home, helping out with clothes, man. Because you doing that to a brother that's in the faith with you, man. You're doing it also to Yahweh Shah, man. And that's showing brotherly love, man. And the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah, love brotherly love, man. So you doing it, and that's one of the ways to get into the kingdom of heaven too, man. Besides doing the work and having faith, those are, the top things. But one of the main things the Lord also requires of us is being brotherly love, man. Watching over each other, man. Helping each other, man. When a brother go off, man, you rebuke him, but you also reprove him, man. Better yourself, man. That's how it's supposed to be amongst all camps, man. All the brotherhood, man. If you see brothers going through something, man, you can talk to them, man. When a brother go off, man, you talk to him, and pray that he take counsel, take heed, that he get better, man. That's how it's supposed to be, man. Because we doing it, what we do to ourselves and what we do to the brotherhood, that represent Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So we doing it for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua. This is verse 41. Then he said unto them that on the left hand, depart from me, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and ye gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me no drink. And I was a stranger, and you took me not in, naked, and ye clothed me not, sick, in prison, and ye visit me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee in hunger, or thirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily I say unto you, as much as ye did it not to one of the least of these, ye did it not to me. And these shall go away in everlasting punishment, but the righteousness into life eternal. So basically, man, they're talking about the 2/3, man. Those that didn't take heed to the word, man, that scoffed and scorned against the prophets, man, doing all type of wickedness, man, didn't want to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua, treating the men of the Lord, bad, man, coming against the men of the Lord, even though, when they come against the men of the Lord, they not knowing that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is with the men of the Lord, man, and we represent Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. The Lord gave his men the wisdom, knowledge, and understand to preach unto the people, man. And the 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that reject the Lord, those represent the goats, man. And they're gonna be destroyed, man, in this up and coming fire, man. These nuclear missiles, man, because they don't want to take heed to the Lord or his men. They're gonna take the RFID chip, the mark of the beast, even though the men of the Lord, mainly at Great Millstone, telling the people not to take that RFID chip, man. Especially our people, man. You Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. But y'all just scoff and reject it. Thinking that it's not the RFID chip, man. It's the mark of the beast, thinking it's something else, and it's gonna be okay to take it. But when they take it, man, they sell themselves for destruction, man, by the nuclear missiles, man. So they're gonna be destroyed by the missiles, man. That's all the Lord said they're gonna be cast into an everlasting punishment. A long time, man. A period of time that the nukes gonna be destroying this place, man. And it's gonna only take 1 hour, man. But it's gonna burn, man. The nukes are gonna burn America, man. And it's gonna destroy a lot of our people, man. Mainly 2/3 of you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Because you don't want to take heed. But the elect, the righteous, they're gonna, enter into the eternal life, man. Once the Lord, deliver them by the ways of the so-called UFOs, man, the chariots, man. Some brothers out there keep fighting and keep pushing, man, because the Lord is at the door, man. We want to be one of the good virgins, man. The men that the wise ones, man. That's going to the bridegroom, man. Meaning to enter into the kingdom, man. We want to be one of the brothers that took the talents, and flip it and increase it, man. Meaning the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. And have the Lord say, well done, my servant, man. We want to be part of the sheep, man. For us to, praying that we be part of the fold, man. The elect, man. Not like these foolish virgins, man. These foolish men. Or these software servants, man. These software servants, or these goats, man. The Lord, looking for the elect, man. So, brothers out there that's in this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, man, keep pushing and keep fighting. Keep praying. Keep praying for each other, man, for the brotherhood. Show, keep the charity, man. Because the Lord is about to fulfill prophecy, man. He about to destroy America. He's about to bring great judgment upon the nation of Israel, man. And he's about to bring great judgment upon the heathens, man. You know, so, you know, brothers out there, keep fighting, keep pushing, man. You know, till the next time, you know, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, the Ruel, the salutation to the Akim, on the brothers that's on the highways and byways in the faith and in the ministry doing the work of the Lord day in and day out, man. Shalom.